Do you hate ads? I hate ads. You know what I love? Patreon.com/inkdependence, where patrons get access to a patron-only Discord, ad-free videos, and the joy of knowing they help support this channel. Hello folks, welcome to Inkdependence. I'm Mike, and I have a full cup of coffee here, so you can tell it is kind of early-ish in the morning. I got this box, though, from the Gentleman Stationer, and I haven't had a chance to open it because I want to do an unboxing video for you, so I want to get in here before I do my live streams. If you haven't caught my live streams, I talk about stationery and ink and pens and all kinds of stuff over on Twitch. You can find the link below in the description, but I'm there on Tuesdays and Thursdays, pretty much from noon to 2 all the time. So, join me for those, but I want to get in this box. This box, by the way, is perfectly sized so that I can't pick it up one-handed. There's just no way to. I got big hands. Can't. There we go. If I scrunch the side in, I can kind of pick it up. Oh man! All right, let me get in this thing. I'm gonna. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Usually I can kind of get into stuff without pulling out all the wrapping, but he had wrapped it up in stuff in the box, so I wasn't able to get in there. But I got a few things. I got some to-do list note cards. I got these cool little recorder notebooks. I got some washi tape that says bad stuff on it, because sometimes you need washi tape that swears, but it's like very, very colorful and such. Like all those like fun leaves and whatnot, fruits or what have you, but really fun full washi tape there with swears. You can find that there. And then this should be pens and refills. So let's open up some of these things first, because then we can write on them perhaps with our pens and refills here. So the floral cuss words washi tape was $9, not the cheapest thing in the world, but it's really fun. So I grabbed some. All right, so these are what are these from? There it is. Whoa, cat. Wow, she really came bombing in there. She almost got stabbed. Goofy cat. All right. So these are from Blackwing. These are the Blackwing reporter notebooks. If I can find them on my list. Yeah, Blackwing reporter pads. It's a 2-pack. The 2-pack was $12. These Blackwing papers are not inexpensive. But not only are they good with pencils, they're also really good with fountain pens. So I decided to grab some of these because I really like the, they make a thing called the illegal pad, which is just like a legal pad. But it is, oh, I got a little bent down at the bottom. I probably did that when I was trying to open it. That plastic did not want to give way. I'm having problems with grabbing things today, I guess. But set of 2 reporter pads, 3 by 6¼ inches, 80 GSM, 80 sheets times 2. Acquired the brand in 2010. What is this? Wait a minute. Blackwing pencils were used by award-winning creators throughout the 20th century, despite a cult following. They fell victim to cost-cutting measures in the 90s. They're discontinued but not forgotten. We acquired the brand in 2010 and brought Blackwing back. Oh, that's cool. Neat. I don't know who we is. These are made in Turkey, but I don't know who we is. That's interesting that it doesn't tell you who the we is. What's on my finger? Huh. I guess I'm like black ink on my finger. Well, that'll happen. All right. So these are what these reporter notebooks look like. I like a reporter notebook because they fit nicely in a lot of backpack and sling slots without being too wide or too thick or anything. They're usually a really good size. And they also are generally very good for just holding in one hand and scribbling on, thus the reporter part, because they're meant for being a reporter, right? We have this little bit of elastic that holds it closed so it doesn't open up in your bag. We have spirals here, little double spirals that go through the cover. That's a nice feature. All right, so yeah, then you can hold it like this and write on it. Are these perforated? Let's see. They're not perforated, but it's not going to be a problem to rip out pages, obviously. I could have gone with a perforation. I like a perforation, but it's all right if it's not there. These are not really meant to have pages ripped out of them, but, whatever. All right, so let's scribble on... actually, let's scribble on stuff like all at once, I suppose, because I've got a couple of different kinds of paper here and some different, pen stuff here. So we'll just set this aside and we'll totally scribble on this in a sec. Then next up are these are some note cards. These are to-do list cards, box set, dual-sided cards, 50 of them from Notsu, which seems pretty fun. I have heard good things about these, but I haven't gotten a chance to try them out. I heard from my friend Brad, the penaddict, that they had some of these at the Atlanta show. He got some from Joe, the gentleman stationer there, but I didn't see them on the table, so maybe they sold out, or maybe I just didn't know what to look for. But these sound pretty cool. So these are $11.99 for this pack of things. Ugh. Ugh, man. Plastic today. What is this? Is the thickest plastic. I tell you, they made like soda bottles and stuff thinner to save plastic and be better for the environment, but this, they're not messing around. Wow. All right. Well, good job. Notsu Japanese. Wait, are these from Japan? Hold on, I shouldn't throw the wrapping away just yet. I want to say they're Japanese. No idea. I'll check it out online, and I will let you know in a comment down here. All right, so these open up like this, and then you have this pack of cards in here. Ooh, a little stickery thing on the back here. I think they're meant so that you can do it like this, and you can put the cards here and stand them up so that you have your to-dos at hand when you want them. You can also fold these up, I think. There are a bunch of different versions of this stuff, and so I just kind of grabbed the ones that looked interesting and were available. So, all right. I know about this thick plastic. I'm not going to try to rip it off. I'll destroy my cards. Wow. All right. Come on now. There. No chances. All right. So, there's this. Join our mailing list. Okay. All right. So, a few different options on each of these. They have a section for the date, a section for notes, a thing to sketch stuff. That's interesting. I don't know if I would ever sketch things, but, you know, little dot grid's never bad. And then the to-do up here for the date. I think... maybe there's not. Maybe that was another set that had that. Oh, let me go to the page right quick. Okay, yeah, this isn't the set that has the stand and stuff. There is another set that you can put together, and it's got like a little stand and stuff like that. But these are just the index cards themselves. All right, so these are 3x5, and these are really thick. That is pretty intense. They're listed as being thick, sturdy, and feature a luxuriously smooth writing surface. These feel very, very thick for sure, and very smooth. Not so smooth you're not gonna be able to write on them. They're meant for all kinds of ballpoints and gels and fountain pens and pencils and stuff. So if you write on with pencil, they're not going to be ultra smooth. Let's see, do you have any other information about how about these things? No, not really. Huh. Interesting. All right, I'll see if I can find like a GSM or something and put it in a note down there, but I don't really see any of that stuff. Is it on the box anywhere? No. No, nothing. But these are 3x5s, which means they'll fit in all kinds of, you know, note card holders and things like that. I mean, I guess they will sit up like that, so that's pretty good. All right, so there we go. We have a to-do list. This is the little card. I'm going to throw this in the back. Bam. All right, neat. All right, let's see what I got for pens. I think I got some... I mostly got ballpoint things. In fact, maybe it was only ballpoint things. We'll see what we have in here. Oh, we got some... this is fun. We got some ink ponies. Ink Pony Club. Inkpony.club. That's really fun. A friend of mine made this this little ink pony drawing, and it's kind of it's the Ink Pony Club. You get to like paint ink ponies, and she's like brought them to pen shows, and she sends them to kids and all kinds of stuff. So if you want to join the Inkpony.club, go check that out. That's fun. I didn't know there were stickers. All right, so I got a couple of these. Good. What did I end up getting? What's the difference between these? Let's see. 0.7. Okay, good. I got them in different sizes. So, Lamy makes a lot of ballpoint pens, and the ballpoint pens are in general excellent. The problem is that their refills are dodgy at best. Like, sometimes you'll find a good one, but mostly they're disappointing. They are kind of skippy, sometimes blobby, sometimes they're just not very good. Every once in a while you'll get a great one, but they're mostly not good. And they're weirdly shaped. Like, look at this thing. So the original is called the M16, and it's okay. It's not great. But Lamy was just recently bought by Uniball. And Uniball makes the Jetstream. And the Jetstream is my favorite ballpoint ink. It's... I mean, there are a couple others that are very, very good as well, but the Jetstream, I think, is the best ballpoint pen refill you can get. But these aren't really available in the U.S. very much. Joe Crace got a few, which is cool. They were a limit of 2, so I got 2 because that's how many I could buy. But it means they'll go in all kinds of All kinds of pens. And these are the ones that are like just handy. And I like the pen bodies that Lamy makes. They're really very nice. You got some of these. They got good clicks on them. This has a very fun twist mechanism. It's another clicky one. It's like a silent, soft click. But, you know, they're all like kind of okay. But these are great. So I've been really looking forward to getting some Jetstream refills for these pens so that they will be much better to use. And then these, oh, I should say the Uniball Jetstream refills are, these things are $10 a piece. They are not inexpensive. That's the thing about the Jetstreams, is that these refills pretty expensive, but they also last quite a while. So I got two because I love them and they make my pens way better. So they actually, I think this pen might have been $10. It might have been way less. I forget. I want to say this is Zizo. Something like that. I forget the names of a lot of their ballpoints, if I'm honest. But some of these pens weren't $10. So, and then I got a pair of these because how cute is this little thing? And this one just looked kind of. It just looks like it's got good colors. Like that's just a classy looking pen. This is the Anterique BP1-MRXNB ballpoint. And this is the little baby one. So the miniature one was $5.50 and the full size one was also $5.50. So same price, right? And so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna grab some of these because why not? So let's see how these write because I think they should be fun. I actually don't know what the refill is in this. I imagine it's gonna be a stick. Yep, we got a stick style refill there. Okay, this is interesting. It's got this little kind of hook there. I've seen that on a couple of different pens in the past, but it always seemed like it might be a mistake. But this one seems, you know, purposeful. This doesn't seem to have that. It does have it's a little baby one, a little baby stick refill. That's cute. I don't know if you can buy refills for these or not. Maybe you can because they're not like the cheapest little ballpoints. Maybe you can get refills, but don't actually know. So let's see how these work. All right, these write very nicely, actually. That's a good ballpoint. No real skipping. I just picked it up way too early there. No skipping. Didn't seem to blob up or anything. Started up right away, which is very nice. I like that. It is a very slim pen. This is a slim pen, and this is pretty short. This is usable for me, but only just like. If it was much shorter at all, I wouldn't be able to really use this very well. But I think as it is, this is very usable. And the sort of thing that would go in a notebook, maybe like with a recorder notebook sort of situation, because you want to keep it small and keep it tight. So that's pretty cool. Let's see how it works on this reporter notebook. Yeah, works nice. I think it feels good on that paper. This paper always feels really nice. It's just kind of on the expensive side, and for the legal sized ones, it's quite expensive. All right, so this is Lamy ballpoint. Like I said, Lamy ballpoints not great. If you push on them, they're better, but still not awesome. You can see like the lines get really. Like they get really thick and thin and like kind of they fade out a little bit, and it's just not super reliable, you know. And the one reason that you want a ballpoint is because they're reliable and they're supposed to write on everything, but they don't necessarily. This one's a bit better. Mid. That one's a little bit better too. All right, so let's probably certainly going to replace this one because I didn't care for this one at all. But we'll replace this with one of these Jetstreams. So there's the M16, which is not a Jetstream. Let's see, what do we have here? This is the 0.5 and the 0.7. I think for this one I'm going to put a 0.7 in there because it's kind of a wider pen. So I'll put the 0.7 in here. Take that off. Good. Just making sure the spring is still in there because that's important. All right, clickety click. Yeah, that's really good. So the 0.7 in a ballpoint is going to be much wider than the 0.7 in much narrower than a 0.7 in like a gel or something. So do plan ahead for that. The 0.5 will be fairly thin. But let's go ahead and All right, you. Come out. All right. Go ahead and let's just go ahead and write with just this. I mean, you can't. This is this refill is actually just about the same size as this little Anterique pocket pen. It's actually a little bit longer. There's the 0.5 and the 0.7. The 0.5 looks a lot skinnier than the 0.7, even though it's not that much smaller. It definitely looks a lot thinner. But yeah, that feels great. I'm really psyched about that. And you can see how much better it is than the original M16 from Lamy. These are not great, and they're also weird looking, so you can't really replace them. It's annoying. That is the thing that annoys me about those. All right, let's try some other things here. So I have this is a roller ball. I'm gonna back up a little bit. This is a roller ball. This is from Studio Neat. Yep, looks great on there. Looks good on there. It does feel this does feel kind of squishy. Like it feels like there's some depth. I mean, look how thick that paper is. And you can really feel the kind of almost pillowiness there when you're writing with a roller ball. I didn't feel it so much when I was writing with the ballpoint. With the roller ball, I did feel a little bit of that squish, but I'm not really seeing any feathering. So that's good, and that says hopefully that these are going to work well with fountain pens. On here, yeah, no, looks good. Pretty solid. You can see a little bit of show through, but that's not bleeding. That's just you can see through the page a little bit. These are a much thinner paper, as you can see. All right, so rollerball is good. Let's get some fountain pen here. This one is this one is actually this is a fairly fancy ink. All right, so I wanted to try this out with some shimmery ink there. Yeah, shimmer comes off really well, and I'm not seeing any, I'm not seeing anything weird from this either. You see the eye there hasn't quite dried yet, but it's not too bad. I think on this I will accept a slightly longer dry time than I would want for like a reporter notebook maybe. There it is on the reporter notebook, also looking really nice. It's interesting. Does it look darker on one than the other? No, it's pretty much the same. Pretty much the same. Maybe just a trick of the light. But yeah, no, that works really well. All right, so let's get something else. Let's see. This should have some sheen to it. If it hasn't dried up, I think we're probably good. All right, so this is the Wet Pens Gasworks Park. Am I getting sheen on there? Yeah, I'm getting some sheen on this one. You can see the sheen is developing in here. It's those darker areas. It is sometimes hard to show sheen under the studio lighting situation. Turn this off here. Maybe we'll get some more sheen action. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. See, has this one got sheen? I don't know. This one has eaten the sheen a little bit. There's a little bit of sheen in gas, perhaps, but not very much. It kind of ate the sheen off of this one. And also it looks way darker. That's interesting. Like this one looks almost black. I think it's because it soaks in much more quickly on this one. Well, it soaked in quickly on this one. The journalized one was a little bit longer to dry, but that's interesting. And then this one you do get some sheen. You get the dark green from this ink. That's looking pretty cool. What else do I have around here? Oh, this is that Colorverse snake. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I think in general things are looking a bit darker on this paper than on this one. Maybe it's a matter of how it soaks into the paper. This one is this is a diamine wet turtle for my friend Sugar Turtle Tom. This one also generally has some sheen on there, but I don't think I'm really getting much sheen with either of these papers. Yeah, really very little, almost I'd say probably none on there. How about this one? Yeah, really none either. So that's interesting. Interesting that it's eating the sheen a little bit, but how's the other side look? I mean, pristine. Nothing's coming through this. This is a serious piece of paper. How are we doing on this one? Yeah, totally fine. This one, the Studio Neat is the one that's the darkest there, but that's like just the darkest black one. But yeah, not even a hint of actual bleed through, just the show through from that dark black rollerball. But yeah, everything else completely contained on the other side. Isn't that interesting? All right, well, good job. Let's see, does this smear? No, no, everything's fine. How are we doing here? No, I see a little bit of shimmer that probably moved, but I do have two fairly, like, this is a very, very, very shimmery ink. You can see, actually, you can see a fair amount of shimmer moving around the journal eyes, but you got to expect that when you're using that ink. That is, that ink is a lot of shimmer in there. A little bit of shimmer in the snack as well, but the Orion Dreamy Stars is real shimmery. It just gives you a little bit of extra sparkle on your to-dos. A little bit on my finger. Yeah, that's shimmer for you, but not bad. Not bad at all. All right, I like that. I think these are good buys. I do wish that the M17s are a little bit cheaper, but I mean, what are you going to get? What are you going to do? It's a Jetstream refill in a proprietary size and style. I'm not shocked that it's more expensive, but it is also not surprising how much better the Lamy Jetstreams are than the regular Lamy Ballpoints, which are a dodgy. So yeah, those Jetstreams, oh man, they're going to make those pens so much better. I'm going to really enjoy carrying those now. Hooray! Thanks very much, Gentleman Joe, for carrying those. I think that's great. These are all fun things. Go check him out at The Gentleman Stationer. He has all kinds of cool stuff in his shop, and he actually has an actual physical shop in Nashville. So go check that out. I'll see you in another video soon. Until then, think of what you put out in the world. Make it a better place. Peace out, everybody.